Hey, what's up, y'all? As you can see, I'm in the hospital. I'm in the epilepsy monitoring unit. Um, I should have been here, I think, the second week of March, but I'm here mid-November. I started to have a flare-up, and my seizures were weird. I was having all of the same symptoms that I normally have, like I couldn't move my right side and my hand would clench up, but I was able to open my eyes and I was able to talk, but the pain was still there and I was still like frozen, but I could still talk. And then it was like it felt cold all the time on my right arm, even though my right arm is always next to my space heater in my bed. So it was crazy. And then I told my doctor about it, and she told her nurse about it to schedule something like March 4th. I emailed her about it. March 5th, she was like, all right, we gonna get you in here. March 6th, the nurse had called me. And I was supposed to be in here, I think March 10th or something like that. The day before, I got a phone call and asked me if I had a fever or any of the corona and Lyme viruses symptoms in the past few weeks. And I was like, well, back 2-3 weeks ago, I had a low grade fever for one day of 100.5, and they said that deemed me a risk and I couldn't come in. And this was it was a bad flare up. I spent February 29th, I was like, okay, I'm about to have a flare up. I got in bed and I was like, I'm gonna need my cane tomorrow. I got in bed that night and got up, needed my cane. And I went to 2 things for my daughter's school that I had to attend. Her trips to New York City to play at Carnegie Hall, once in a lifetime thing, and her drill team trip to Galveston got canceled. So that's $3,000. Hopefully not down the drain. Hopefully we'll get some of the drill team money back, except for like $100 deposit. But the $2,000 for the band trip, they haven't really spoken any much more about that. Anyway, but besides that, I stayed in bed. I've been in pain and it's been crazy, and I I I don't know where I was. I'm sorry. Y'all, forgive those blank spaces. If you have, oh, I have this on my head because my hair looks crazy under here. You see this little ponytail? Nope, I'm not gonna let y'all see me like that. No. But, yeah, my daughter's stuff got canceled. Oh, I only otherwise left the house to pick up prescriptions or to pick up groceries. And I do the Kroger click list thing, so I don't even get out the car because I don't like grocery shopping anyway. So I was already doing that. I've been doing that for a year or two. And, you know, my daughter is finishing out her junior year of high school. And so I was like, you know, I can't stand to cook. I can't stand up to cook. So I put a chair in the kitchen and talked her through dishes and to teach her so when she goes off to college, she knows how to make this or that or the third. And so we would have food to eat. And we ate a lot of fast food too. That's not good, but oh well. But I had to live with the fact that I was having very abnormal seizures. Oh, and I started having my whole issue has been right-sided. I started having left-sided numbness and tingling in my hand and foot. And it just crazy stuff was going on with my left side as well. And I have blurry vision. I have my glasses on right now, but my vision is still blurry. Put those on, I see double. Take them off, I see double, maybe triple. And that's if you're standing close to me. I see two of you. If you're standing far, you look like just a blur. And so I couldn't come to the EMU when I was supposed to. And my doctor asked me to go and get some labs taken. This was March 18th. I went to go get the labs taken. It was in the morning. I was tired. I didn't take my medicine. I didn't drink any coffee because it was down the street. I was going to get the labs done, come straight home. I got in the car at the lab court. Is at a hospital. And I woke up 30 minutes later like, whoa, that was dangerous. And so I was like, okay, just chill. Went down to the donut shop to get me and my baby girl some donuts because, of course, she's out of school. And I got our donuts and then I fell asleep for 3 hours. I didn't have the keys in the ignition, but still scary. I tried to, shake it off, but like that's crazy. The 19th, I was sitting on the floor with my daughter talking about some life or boys being stupid or something that I talked to my 16-year-old about. And I got a stabbing pain in my spine, my neck, all the way down my spine. And I asked her to help me up and help me to get into bed because I couldn't do it. And I couldn't walk for a couple of days. Well, I mean, I could if I had to. I could get to the restroom, but it was a struggle. Later that night that the spine and neck pain started, I started having pain in the back. Like, okay, here's my chest, the back of this whole area on my left side and my left arm. And it was just excruciating. And I haven't made a video because I've just been laying in pain, watching all this corona stuff, trying for my baby not to get it because she was on spring break kind of when it popped off. And then she had an extended spring break. She was on spring break. Her friends were at my house. She was going out. She's 16. She has a car. And, she's living her life. The extended spring break, I was like, you can go out, but nobody can come to our house because immunocompromised. And she was like, I understand. And then after extended spring break, they told us, hey, yeah, we're going to do school online until we tell you we're not doing school online. So get your laptops, kids. We're going to do it like this. And I was like, yeah, so you're not leaving the house? I'm not leaving the house unless it's necessary. And, no friends, no da-da-da. You Snapchat, FaceTime. She can't FaceTime. We don't have iPhones. She's made her share of TikToks, and I'm very upset that she won't do a TikTok with me. I feel like that's it's a wasted pandemic because my daughter's too cool to do a TikTok with me. But that's beside the point. I just the spine and neck pain was there, the back and arm pain was there, the flare up was there. But I just dealt with it because I went and I had to go and take the corona, the COVID test to see if I was positive or negative, and I was negative. And that didn't matter. It was like, nah, we can't, you gotta be, nah, we'll see you later, bitch. We'll see you in June or something. Or no, April 30th was what they set me, the date that they set me to come in here. And I had sent my primary care doctor and my epileptologist, my symptoms on my chart. I don't know if y'all's hospitals have it, but I sent them a message. I sent them the same message, and I told them I sent them the same message. I don't remember what the message was, but and I was just letting them know this was going on, and my epileptologist prescribed me gabapentin and nortriptyline for pain, trying to ease some of it. It's not working. I'm still taking it. Just took it. But I was like, okay, we'll try. I've done gabapentin before, or Lyrica, which is similar, but it didn't work. But we'll give it the old college try, and I did that for weeks until April. I don't know what today is. It wasn't April Fool's Day, because that would have been too funny. It's Tuesday the 14th, and I've been here since Wednesday, so I guess however many days, count back from that, the 6th, I don't know, whatever. I'm in the hospital. Don't make me count or remember things. I was taking a nap. Oh, also, when I was rubbing my neck, like, ouch, 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 I felt a lump. And I was like, what the hell is this? It's not... Why do I have a lump on the back of my neck? Nobody's, like, thumped me, or I haven't fell and hit my neck. Like, this is a legit lump. So that was there as well. And I took down notes each and every day of how I felt, my pain scale, everything. On whatever day I came to the hospital, I was taking a nap, because that's what meds do. Especially when you're unemployed, which everybody's unemployed like me. Maybe I have a chance to get a job. I was taking a nap, and the lump, like, it felt like it shocked and made me hop up and woke me up. And there's no pain in it. I don't feel it, but it's like, it's a nickel or quarter size lump. And I was asking my daughter if she felt it. She's like, I don't want to feel it. I'll take your word for it. I asked my mother, a nurse, if she felt it, but she didn't feel it. I think she was just worried about me. But yeah, I went back to sleep after the wake up from the lump jump. And I woke up about 5:30 suddenly with excruciating pain in my back, arm, kind of chestal area. So I called my mom and she was like, call your doctor. Oh, well, like, corona or not, call your doctor. And I called and they were like, shoot, the doctor on call was like, my doctor, your doctor's been talking to me about you. Let me call her and see what she wants to do. And she was like, they called me back and they were like, go to the ER here and see if it's anything cardiac. If it's nothing with your heart, we're going to admit you to the epilepsy monitoring unit. So I'm here a few weeks early. But at the same time, I knew my flare-up was coming down. It's not over, but it's definitely coming down. And so all of the crazy shit I was experiencing, my doctor didn't get to see. And I'm very pissed off about that, but go vote somehow. However we're gonna vote in December, vote, because this shit is important. I would have been able to go to the doctor if we had a different president. I'm just saying. And the president believed people that were telling him there was a pandemic on the way back in November. But yeah, so that I was in the ER, they checked me out, it was nothing cardiac, and it was about midnight, and my mom was like, okay, your heart is fine, text me what building and room you're in the hospital, and I'll see you later. And I told both of my parents to not come visit me because they're over 65 and both have risk factors. And so, and I just don't want my daughter seeing me like this. And so I'm here just alone. And that's just what it is. This message is, this video is going to be longer. I'm trying to wrap it up by 30. I swear. Anyway, I was initially coming in to get the plasma exchange like I got in November. Before I got blocked by the pre-screen. And so the hospitalist, the doctors in the hospital, they're like, okay, you're getting the plasma exchange, cool, bye. And I'm like, hey, what about the lump on my neck? What about my blurry vision? What about my neck and back pain? What about my shoulder or my neck and spine pain, my back and arm pain? What are we going to do about that? And it's basically a big, we ain't here for that shit. That's not why you're here. You're here to get plasma exchange, which they call Plex. And you're on your own. You can't see. You see 3 of me right now. It's tough tits, kid. We'll figure it out via televisits, which is visits with your doctor on your phone or computer, like a Zoom type device. And I was like, how could a doctor feel this lump if we're not in person? And my primary care doctor, not my primary care, my epileptologist is always advocating for me. And she ordered a CT scan. I can't have MRIs because of the Neuropace. But she's adjusted the Neuropace, and she came the first day. She felt the lump. My nurse felt the lump. My nurse Claudia, I have her tonight. She's really good at her job. I'll tell you why in a second. But anyway, they're not here to solve my ocular or lumpal problems. They're like, oh, it didn't show up on the CT scan, so it's not anything big or whatever. And I was like, okay, cool. That's bullshit. But cool. And they've been fussing at me because I haven't been eating a lot and I've been sleeping too much. And I'm like, well, I'm medicated and it's hospital food and I'm here for like 10 days. I don't want to eat this shit. I'm sorry. Usually my folks bring food to me and it's never a problem of nutrition, but they can't come here. And it's frustrating. And if we go back to November of 2019, I need my chapstick. November 2019, I had like abrasions or bruises from being allergic to these stickers. It was a different kind of sticker. It's just the regular sticker they put on people. And I was like, no. And so they had to put these clear stickers on me. And I was like, something is still wrong. No. And then eventually they put tape on me in the end. And I didn't remember what they put on me. I should have just watched my damn tapes or videos, because I would know not to let doctors put anything on me except tape. I can't do it. I am breaking out all over right now. I still have the scars from November. I'm so mad. I took all my medicine. Oh, they just the whole medicine deal. They don't want to give me anything stronger than lidocaine or Tylenol, or they tried Toradol, and I thought that would work. It did not. It lightened it, but it didn't relieve it. but I might have to ask for it tonight because she took the lidocaine patches off. I don't know what to do as far as pain. I'm going to try again to ask the hospitalist to figure out what they can do for me for pain, and I'm going to try to get some leads tonight that don't look like this before I fall asleep because I'm itching like crazy. And also, for the plasma exchange, my veins are shot. They've stuck me so much over the years, and in this visit, like at one point I had an IV in both arms, but I just have this one right now. The other one blew, so that had to go. So they were like, yeah, we can't do a catheter. We have to do a port, which is like a little hole in the neck here. Somebody yesterday fucked up and didn't clean and tape the port correctly. And my bomb nurse Claudia, when I was asking her to check out the lump in the back of my neck, she was like, what? Why is there so much blood? What's going on? My port was bleeding, and it was, I'll put pictures in here. But now, taped up and good. Then, sorry, I'm closing out. My neuroimmunologist called, and he was like, yeah, I've been talking to everybody, and I don't think what's going on has anything to do with your autoimmune processes. I think it's your epilepsy. But what I do want to do is start you on CellCept. It's a medicine that they use to combat autoimmune things like lupus and what I have and blah, blah, blah. And he was like, my only worry is that it will bring your already compromised immune system down even further, and we're living in the land of COVID. And I was like, well, I mean, I already took the risk of coming to the hospital. So they started me on it tonight. I didn't expect that. Yeah, so it's going to take 2 to 3 months to even start to see an effect. But I guess I'm so tired of all of this, and my medicine is making me tired, but I need to get some pain relief and some new leads. So Anna needs to go to the potty. That was TMI, but they've got me on these fluids. Where are they? Yeah. That plus, just drinking water. I'm going like Seabiscuit every half hour. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get my epileptologist to advocate for me as far as my vision getting tested again, because things changed since I had my last neuro MRI or ocular MRI. Thing like my body was just like switch up. But autoimmune. I'm glad I took notes every single day, and I sent that to my doctor so she could see, like, I'm not fucking around. This is what's going on, and it's been going on for over a month, and I'm tired. Okay. Video's too long. Bye. Pray for me.